So today on Product Shop, we're over here cleaning up and scrapping. So last couple of days have been kind of hectic. Everything's been moved around. I was looking for stuff. I was tearing stuff out of here. So everything's just everywhere. So we're gonna take about 30-40 minutes, clean up a lot of this stuff. A lot of the stuff that now can go on the shelves on the inside. And the scrap is getting loaded right on the trailer. We're gonna take it out of here tomorrow. And then I can finally start getting up into this mess of stuff here and start going through this stuff. What I'm going to do today, I'm actually going to pull the lawnmower out of here. Being that I have it under a tarp, I can actually just put it anywhere. I feel a little claustrophobic. I don't like the fact that I don't have this little path here to get through and to work. I just feel like I can't get nothing done. So we're going to move some stuff, load some scrap, put some of the stuff on the shelves on the inside because we have to move this stuff anyway. And then, yeah, then we got, I want to have Dakota help me bring over the AC compressor cutting machine. Probably just going to set it up over here. I got the air compressor out here. And I will bring over the other air compressor close to the inside and plumb them together like I had at my old shop, so we got a big volume of air, and then we can shut it down, use the 220 for the plasma cutter. Oh, I have to see, that's another thing, problem we got, no 220 this far. I gotta put that compressor cutting machine close enough to where I can plug it in with the extension cord that I have, or if I can find another cord up in here somewhere. I got a bunch of SO cable I can just extend or make another cord. So either way, we'll get it sorted out today and get a good. It's just so much random stuff, you know. If I can just get this cleared out and oh, there's my spreader jaw I've been looking for and all my grinders. So, yeah. So while he's bringing scrap over, I'm going to, that bucket's heavy, huh? Mm-hmm. While he's bringing the scrap to the trailer, I'm going to go ahead and start bringing some of the stuff inside and put it on the shelves. Now, I still need to go through it. What I'll do is bring over one of those carts, pull one bin at a time down, sort it, and then find spots for all the similar stuff and whatnot, and decide stuff that, like, am I keeping it? Is it going? I mean, look at this bin. We got steel cable, speaker cable, some type of hose, I don't know, some type of rod, a hydraulic cylinder, a drop light. Like, there's just no rhyme or reason to any of this stuff, so it needs to be sorted. And what is this? Oh, this is that plastic airline crap. That's for the, somewhere around here I have a whole bunch of brand new airline from my tire machine that I want to keep. I'm gonna time-lapse this, we'll clear it up, and you know, we're gonna get the scrap. We're gonna pull some copper today. I'm hoping to, I'd like to show Dakota here the stator wrecking machine and get that running for the first time out here on the ranch. And then I gotta call all my gen people up and see about getting some more big boy stators in here. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a little update. One, people were complaining in one of my videos that the audio was crap, which is kind of news to me. And the crazy thing is, I had 2 outros that I shot and it had no audio altogether. And I don't know if it was my media mod that I run on my GoPro, and being the fact that I just broke the latch, cheap, probably can't even see it, but it says right down in there, made in China. I think this is still good. It's just got a broken latch. My wife, the great woman that she is, ordered me a brand new media mod. That way we can hopefully not have any more audio issues. So let me give you a little update what we got going on here. We are just pulling stuff out of there. It's not really any rhyme or reason to what we're doing. We're just trying to clear it out. I really don't have time. I mean, it's going to take me days to go through each one of these bins, sort it out, find a spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to I'm going to pick a shelf or a section, like, okay, this shelf is going to be for this type of stuff, and then I'm going to pull everything off of it, and then I'm going to start sorting, you know, and then when I find what needs to go on that shelf or that area, we'll put it back in. I'm finding hardware everywhere. That's a hydraulic pump. Hydraulic stuff, it's just everywhere. But I did get all shelving, filing cabinets. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to move this stuff. The only stuff that I'm going to have an issue with, where I don't know what I'm going to do with it at the moment, is that the rotophase and the big transformer that goes with it. I think what I'm going to try and do is probably shrink wrap the crap out of it and then just bring it outside, because eventually that far wall over there, those big 10-foot shelves that won't fit in here that I don't want to cut, I am going to set them up in there once I have concrete, mainly to put like scrap stuff that, you know, or just stuff that's not really, could be outside a little bit. But we'll probably wrap the crap out of this stuff and get it out of here. I actually want to be in here and be able to work and do little projects over there, but I think I'm going to set the mill up there if it fits under here. That's the thing. I gotta twist the head up and measure it. If it fits under here, I'm gonna put it over there, or like right there. I don't know yet. I don't know. I gotta clear this area out, and where the mill and the lathe are gonna go is gonna determine where a lot of other things are gonna go. These cabinets might not be there. These shelves might not even be here, because I have other shelving that I wanted to bring in here. But I'm trying to figure out where to put my nut and bolt in my hardware bin and my toolbox. I mean, I'm thinking, because I really don't like this table being right here, because I feel like I'm just piling stuff on it. I'm thinking I move this table over there to add to that table, either on this side, which I don't think I want to do because I want to keep access. And I think you know what? I'm making an executive decision. We're going to put this table over there against the wall, so I got a nice angled work area. And then I'll have anything I need to do on like a steel table. I got them heavy duty roll around carts I'll keep around, but most of them are going to go outside. And then the lathe, I'm thinking maybe against that wall. And then the mill, it's got to be close to the power source, so it's got to be in this area. I don't know. Everything's still kind of up in the air, but I want this opened up in here, you know. I want to be able to work, but I'm thinking all the nut and bolt bins are going here. Oh, another thing I noticed, is that extra wood? Is that a bunch of loose wood? Oh yeah, wow, that's nice stuff. I got a bunch of loose extra wood. One thing I noticed that I thought was pretty cool, I don't know if he framed it out and never did it, but there's a spot for a door. to me, I used to cut concrete. I used to cut 7.3 doors all the time. 3 foot by 7 foot openings all the time. That is a 3x7 door. And you know what crazy? I had a nice door, really nice. That would have looked really nice here, that I'm like, I had it at the shop and I'm like, the heck am I gonna do with this? I'm never gonna use it, and I got rid of it like an idiot. But maybe one day I'd like to put a little door here, so that way I don't have to open these bay doors all the time, you know? Yeah, anyway, let's show you what's going on out here, and then we're gonna get to some scrapping. I'm gonna have him help me move the AC compressor machine. Those you can keep on the cart. So most of the tools that I use to scrap with usually stay on this cart. That's going to go in my truck, but you can keep it out here for now. I keep that for when I need to, in case I get a flat or something on the road. One of these fits somewhere. This can just sit up here for now. This cart and that cart we're going to keep out here for tools. But hey, look at this. We have a massive space now, and we're starting to peel this stuff out. There's still a lot here. I mean, that's a lot packed in there. But we're getting on top of it. Every day it's getting a little better. This will be easy to maneuver around now. I'm going down to Miami tomorrow, and I'm going to talk to my buddy. He has a extruder machine for doing bagged concrete. And you just set the water, and you can just keep throwing the bags in it, and it'll just keep pumping it out. He wants to sell it. He said he paid $3 grand for it. He wants like $1,500. I'm just trying to rent it from him for like a week, and then we can knock our pads out and get that concrete out of the way, get this yard cleaned up, get this stuff cleaned up. And these are the racks. What I like about them is they are narrow, so they're not going to take up too much room, but I got enough to where I'll probably do most of this wall maybe, and then stuff I'm not really worried about, you know, I can kind of keep on the shelves and whatnot out here, little projects. But yeah, we're getting there, man. At least I can come in and out of here now. Almost I can get in here better with the trailer if I do some wire. I'll be bringing some wire back tomorrow most likely, and then we'll get Dakota back on that wire stripper machine. And oh yeah, hey, I had a comment because I had mentioned that you stripped wire and had a, what'd you say, you had a Temu wire stripper? Someone said you should bring it in and let's run some wire through it. I'd actually like to see it. So when I get some wire, I'll call you and just bring it. I just want to see how it works. And then I mean, I kind of know how it's going to work, but I just want to see it, and then we'll compare it to my two machines over here and see if it you know, if it does anything. So yeah, what we're going to do now is get set up with the tire machine for the compressors. We got a couple compressors. I think I got one big boy sitting over there somewhere, and maybe some down in these things, I don't know. But we want to kind of round up all of the stuff for the stator wrecker. Hopefully we'll be doing some stator wrecking at some point today. I don't know, but we're trying. Every day we're knocking a little bit, you know, we keep knocking a little bit out every single day. It's getting better. As soon as I can get like this stuff off the ground and like, you know, situated, we're going to do a lot better. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep these metal boxes because I can kind of seal them up, and I'll put them like a row of them across on the shelf. That way it keeps the moisture and the dew. I'm actually surprised at how good that just putting this tarp over top of this stuff kept this stuff dry. We still got a lot of little stuff, and I'm finding all kinds of stuff. Found a lot of tools today, which is good. So anyway, we're gonna get that machine over here, and we're gonna get set up on some scrap, man. We need to get some scrap in the bucket. Got to make the wife happy. I got the new media mod on. Hopefully it's doing good. kind of moved some things around. Again, this is not the final solution, but I've been looking for my plasma cut-in tips, and man, I don't know what I do with them. Who knows where they are at this point, but I at least have access back there a little bit, clean this up some. We did hook up the compressor. I did run a line all the way from out there to in here. That's the same line that I had in my shop to connect them. Even though they're far apart, I still have auxiliary tank. We got the compressor cutting machine, kind of. It's temporary, but it's in a spot that I can use it. We can work it. It's not going to interfere with this table. It's not really going to interfere with that. I mean, it's kind of close, and I don't know if this is where it's going to be. I didn't want to have the plasma cutter in an area where rain was going to come in. So right now we're going to leave it right here. If I have to bring the trailer in to get copper, I can just kind of push it to the side. But yeah, we're pretty much back in business. I got it all plumbed up. We got our air motor. We got the plasma cutter. I'm not sure what F4 means. FO4. That's interesting. I'll have to look that up and see if that's a code, if there's something wrong. That's a good question. Let's see. I mean, I do have a warranty on this. Oh yeah, we got a problem. See, this one should just start. Okay, let me figure that out. If anything, I got the other plasma cutter, and we will take this thing right back to Harbor Freight. But this is their big boy one that was like $1,000. So better not be something serious with it. Oh, I know what FO4 probably means. Hold this. I bet you it means it ain't got air. If I ever ask you to hold that, if you want to see what you're, just touch the screen and it'll show you what you're doing. I guess we weren't ready. Did the FO4 go away?
Mm-hmm. That says 38.
Is that... Oh, that's juice. Okay. Alright, now I don't feel as bad. We still might take it back to Harbor Freight. Yeah, now we're in business. Okay. So Dakota here hasn't ever run a plasma cutter. I'm just going to show him on a piece of metal. And then we're going to bring the AC compressors over and start cutting them. Now they've been draining for a while. I don't think there's hopefully not going to be any oil. I did put down a piece of wood just in case some oil drips down. I don't want it, you know, I don't want to contaminate the ground over here. So yeah, we're good to go. We're gonna get set up, and we're gonna start pulling copper, and then we're gonna clean off this bench and set the stator wrecker up. We're gonna start pulling copper. We got the plasma cutter out. I can cut those things while I'm right here with it. Matter of fact, I like that it's right here. Now I can just work the table, and we can you know, get some production done. I think I am going to push this that way, just so we're not walking into this. But hey, it's coming along out here every day. It's a little bit at a time, but we're going to get back into production where we can just start slinging scrap left and right and really putting some copper in the bucket. All right, we got that sorted out. I got myself a little test panel. We're just going to try and hopefully I didn't just wreck the GoPro. I have a tendency to do that. I like how the fan comes on and it ain't even working. That's that Harbor Freight quality. So these are pretty simple. This one's nice. The other plasma cutter I got, you have to like strike it on the thing first. This one starts up by itself. Now I taped this on there because it had a cup, but I melted it. But basically, you want to start it, always start at an edge or where there's a hole. Plasma cutters do not like blasting straight through because it blasts shit back up into the tip and fucks them up. So basically, you want to start at the edge. That's where either stand. That tip is done. Yeah, they cut fast, man. It's no joke. So just give that a try. You're just gonna walk it, do a little squiggly, whatever, just feel it out. You know, don't go faster than the thing wants to go. You gotta pick that up and put the hand on it. Alright, see it? Yeah, so what's happening is that thing is actually holding it pretty far away. The big fucking thing is flag on there. It's a problem. Just hold it on a slight angle, like let it touch, and then bring it off just a hair. You don't want to drag it directly on there. Okay? So when you do it, like touch it, just bring it up a little bit, and you'll see it when it starts blasting through. There you go. It's that easy. Pretty cool shit, man. And this thing here will go up to, I think it's good for 1/2 inch thick on these big steel plates. So, alright, what we're going to do is grab one of these compressors. Now, it's been actually a couple months since I messed with this thing. So, I'm kind of relearning myself. Eventually we're going to put a gantry on here to lock onto these, or have a magnet or something to put these on here so we're not handling them with our back. Okay. It really ain't got to be that tight, just as long as it's on there. Now, what we want to do is set our rotation. Probably something like that. Yeah. Now I had a thing that held this on here, but we don't have that right now. Now, these things have a weld mark down here. I think this will actually cut this a little faster. Then this is where I need a foot pedal for full. There's a weld that goes up right here. You want to find that, and then you want to come up that weld. I gotta put some lube on that. Oh, surprised we cut that first one at all. We're not grounded. That was crazy. I don't remember if I'm supposed to be above that or below it. That's a good question. Where reverse is coming from. Wonder if we're out of there already. Huh. Red light? Yep. And this is the problem. I don't know where none of them parts are. Okay, so yeah, it is absolutely cooked on the inside. And that's one thing I do remember when I was doing this last, and I did that bunch where I did like, I don't know, a whole, I did like probably 100 or so of them. The stuff getting back inside, like I need to, that's what I was going to do. I was going to call a plasma cutter manufacturer like Hypotherm, tell them what I'm doing, and you know, you got to get an engineer on the phone, and they'll give you some insight on what tips, what type of plasma cutter you're going to need, because they make a machine that does this, and I want to know how they're stopping and it's a cold start. You know, plasma cutters usually don't like blasting straight through, but the machine does it. So obviously we'll be able to do it. We just got to figure it out. Maybe we need different tips. I don't know. Whatever we're going to do, we're going to get it solved. We're going to get the issue worked out. It's only a couple the tips which I have. Unfortunately, I don't know where I looked. I just don't have time to keep looking right now. I think what I'm going to do is go online and just order them, because I do need that the drag cup or whatever it was. I'm going to try to order a couple of them because it just melted when I had it on here. So we'll get this sorted out. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to mess with that. I do have the other plasma cutter I can bring out here, but the same thing with that. I don't know how long that tip is going to last, so maybe we'll mess with it, maybe we won't. I don't know. But for now, I got these tires that I brought from that Cadillac. So someone asked in the comments, oh, was it really worth messing with that Cadillac? So I still have to cut that finished cut in it. It's like maybe 2 minutes worth of cutting left. I think so, because I've already gotten a couple $100 out of it. You know, it was free and pretty much all aluminum. So we're going to take these 4 rims, which is probably going to be, I don't know, 100 bucks, 150 bucks, plus the whole carcass, the top, the roof, the trunk, and what else we got? We got a whole harness out of it, and just a bunch of heavy aluminum front end parts. So being that it was free, I'd say it's worth it. Would I have paid for it? Absolutely not. And being that I didn't just sit there and cut it up in one shot, you know, and I actually moved it to my house, I just had to get it out of there. Probably spent a little more time on it than I should, but like going forward, if I can get another one for free, heck yeah, I'd cut that thing right up, no problem. So anyway, we're gonna figure out something. If I can find my things for my torch, we'll cut this with a torch, and I'm gonna clean the table off while he's cutting those tires, and we're gonna start loading up my trailer with all the copper and aluminum, and I'm gonna get this thing set up, and hopefully we'll if I gotta just use the torch, we'll split that. We'll get that done somehow today. Okay guys, it's the next day. We kept getting rained out, but we processed some stuff under here. I sorted through a bunch of stuff while I still want to call that dude Dakota. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with names. It's gonna take me about a week to get used to that. I had him do a bunch of scrap. We cut up pretty much the car. I got it in 2 pieces. I cut out the steel plate. I do still need to pull this off. I think that's what I got rained out on last night. I just need two bolts to pull that off real quick. And then I'm loading up all the non-ferrous. And this pile of aluminum, I got a pile back here. And I'm gonna pull the truck around there, fuel it up. I've already aired up all the tires, the spare for the truck, spare for the trailer. Check the oil, which, man, it's so weird. The oil on this truck, it's like a ghost leak, man. Sometimes it leaks crazy bad. Like I'll drive down to Miami and burn half a gallon of oil. And then I drove a couple tanks, and it ain't burned nothing. So I don't know what's happening there. Got to get up under there, pressure clean really good with that really light. I don't like using heavy pressure cleaners, but if you use the little electric one and put it on the real mist type where it's just barely cleaning stuff, you don't want to blast the old harness and stuff and sensors with high pressure. But we'll get it cleaned up, we'll get it dialed in. So I'm going to round up pretty much all the aluminum and whatever we have ready. We're still got a lot of scrap here that needs to be processed. Unfortunately, we spent a lot of time getting this thing over here, getting it set up, getting the air compressor wired in, you know, and plumbed in with the other ones, and we were out of consumables. I don't know where they are. While I'm out today, I'm just going to buy more, and when I do come across the other, they are consumables, so it's not like I'm buying parts I'm not going to need again. I'm going to need them eventually. So we'll get everything we need to start doing stators. But for now, I got to get on the road because I got to go sell some scrap. I got to go pick up some scrap. I got to go talk to my buddy that I borrowed that Kubota from. I'm going to try to work a deal out and give him a deposit. Right now, with everything we got going on, things are kind of tight. So we can't just be dropping 10 grand here, 20 grand there. It's just, it's not happening. So we can get a deposit. Plus, he's a golf cart guy. So I sent him some pictures of the golf cart. The little thing here. And he was actually like, hey man, is there any way you can bring that to me? So I can't bring it today because I'm gonna have a full trailer, but next week I'm gonna bring this down there and maybe work with him a little bit. Maybe try to barter some parts. He might have enough just to get it going, you know. I don't know, but we need something out here on the ranch, you know. Side by side would be nice, but it's either what, you know, we're buying side by side or we're buying a tractor. we got to take things one step at a time. We got a huge, you know, we got to recover some cash right now. So I got my marine battery charging, so we can start. Whenever I pump out of this thing, I'll put the pump in there and I'll circulate it just to get it, you know, in case it's settled or whatnot. But we got plenty of fuel here. And also, I believe I got 60 gallons in my fuel cell that I can dump in here, and then we can match it with what's in this one right here. This one here is a 1 pass. So I actually want to run this 2 more times through the centrifuge. And I believe that one over there is a 1 pass or something. Either way, those 2 will run 2 more times to the centrifuge. I'm hoping to get, I'm hoping to borrow Homeboy's machine maybe for like a week. I'm going to talk to him today and try to work out a deal with him. And I can move all this stuff. I got to get to my trailer that's back there, because there's stuff on there that if I don't get it off soon, it's probably going to be ruined by the weather. So plus there's a lot of good stuff on there I wanted to show you guys. I just never had a chance to, because everything happened so fast. And I want my trailer back, you know. It'd be nice to have that little trailer. And I also got to get my dump trailer. I got to go get studs for it, because I need that. I'm gonna wait. Probably next week I'll get the studs. I got so much going on this weekend. We got cattle coming, pouring more concrete. My electrician buddy's coming, and I think we got something else going on, dude. So it's I might be, yeah, Saturday's gonna be crazy. Sunday, probably going to church and then crashing. So for now, the steel, we're just gonna let it build up. That way when I do take it down to Palm Beach, or I might take it over here, depending if they're going to give me a decent price. I'm going to call them and find out. You know, because Dakota showed me they were paying 10 cents a pound, but I haven't been to a steel yard in probably a month and a half, 2 months. So maybe steel in Palm Beach went up. Being that I got to go to Palm Beach, I mean, I don't want to haul the weight that far, but I know them guys. They know me. They know the routine. They got all the equipment to offload me easy. You know, even if I bring a split load with the steel, prepared steel in the back, sheet up front, you know, at least enough to get it over the axle or whatever, so we don't have a, you know, that happening with the trailer. Anyway, I'm going to start loading. I just, what I just do, I did all the tire pressure. Pretty much every tire was kind of low, not low, but needed a pound or 2. Oil and power steering fluid. Now we're going to do fuel. And then, man, we got a 3-hour trek to Miami. Then on my way back, I got a customer. Then on my way back from that, stop, see my friend. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get back here until 9 o'clock at night. I don't know. And then we got a busy day tomorrow. So I don't think we're going to pour concrete tomorrow, but I'm hoping that we can at least, being that there's less stuff over here, we can move all this stuff and at least set the forms up. I'll have to at least move that trailer so I can shoot some grade with that transit and find out where we need to be on our elevation. What I'm going to do is actually put a mark on each one of these posts where we can put a nail for our string line, and then it'll just be there. We can just run our string line, measure off of that for our forms. And I want like probably a 1-inch pitch that way across the span of this. So what, and that's going to continue out when we pour the concrete out there. We'll continue that pitch, so any rainwater starts filling our pond. I actually was thinking about, there's gutters on this place. I might run some pipe before I pour concrete out that way. I might run some pipe out there. Now, once I'm done and I get this dialed in and I'm moving around, I'm gonna find out what the cost of actual truck is, because and once I get this clear and I can get a truck in here pouring out that way, so I can work out there a little bit with the forklift and the stuff we're going to do out front, I might do that. I might just have a truck come in and we can do that all in one shot, you know. So we'll work on that and see about that. But for now, we're gonna load some scrap and get on the road. All right, guys, I'm running extremely late, but I'm filling myself up with black diesel, so it's not really gonna cost us much. We got a decent load. I still got a lot of scrap here, but this will at least get us a good start on cleaning this place out and putting some money in our pocket. I don't know if I'm going to make it to my customer today because I'm running so late, but I will be talking to my other guy, and yeah, it is what it is, man. But I at least got to get this load out of here so we can put some cash back in the coffer. And if I have to set up next week to make a bunch of runs down the Palm Beach and Broward, that's what I'm going to do to give me time to get some more scrap out of here. But I am going to go talk to my buddy about the Kubota and getting that. Even if I come back tonight with the extruder, it'll be worth the trip. All right, guys, this is the next day, and absolutely beautiful morning out here. A little nice and cool. We're going to have probably a little bit of rain today. We got a lot going on today. I got to run into town, get some supplies for the plasma cutter and some more steaks, and we got cows coming. But here's the ticket. Unfortunately, the bare bright copper, we only had 60 pounds. At $4.15, it went down 11 cents. So there's all the numbers. I'm not going to go over all that. But we did get a big chunk of scrap out of here. Unfortunately, I did not have time to go to my customer, but I did see some scrap over at the scrapyard that I want to grab next week. So I'm going to gather up another load, and we're going to go try to pick up some scrap from the scrapyard. Here's the mud mixer that my buddy had, and I've never used one of these, but he says, and it comes with another hopper, so you can just keep adding bags. Basically, it's just got an auger down there, and you figure out the water flow right there, and it's just a continuous mix. So I'm not sure how fast this is going to go, but the fact that we can just drop a couple bags on this, and this actually turns sideways, so I can keep this on the outside of the form and just kind of just drag it along a little bit. It's going to make our pouring concrete much faster, along with I am going to be running the other mixer. I'll tighten the belt on it, so maybe we can get 3 bags in it. And I don't know. We'll see how it goes. What I think we're going to do is, well, I don't know if we'll have, I don't know if I'm going to have the space or the time to move everything. I was thinking if it went well, I could form the whole side up. And then if it seemed like it was taking too long, I could just go ahead and throw a board in the middle and split it in half and just do 1/2 and 1/2. But, yeah. I think this is just going to be so much easier, you know, because once you set the water, you don't have to do nothing but drop bags in it. And with the extender that I got that sits on top, I think he was throwing like 2 or 3 80-pound bags in there. So we'll see how it goes. We got, we're going to be doing a lot of scrapping when I get this plasma cutter going. We're going to cut everything that we can, remove a bunch of copper, and get the stator wrecker running. I know it's kind of, you know, been taking a while, but I'm I'm doing so much at once, man. We're trying to set things up. Like, ideally, I wish I could just stop doing everything and just focus on like sorting the shop. But unfortunately, this place needs to keep running and scrap needs to keep moving. So I'm trying to balance everything, but it's tough. But let's go take a look at our cattle before we get out of here. We got the guy should be here in about an hour. We got 3 more cows coming. I think they're baby females, even younger than these guys here. Old Murmur, man, he is just stuck to this other cow, man. Oh, look at that. There's our turkeys. We got wild turkey out here. Wow. Looks like lunch. And we got some other birds out there, cattle. It's nice out here, man. I love all the animals. The diversity. Hey, Murmur. Hey, buddy. You can get your snacks last night? I'm about to wash out that trough, man. I've never seen these blackbirds before. These guys. I think they're eating that corn, the sweet corn or something. So, yeah, that's our little cattle. And a Murmur. That dude, he's funny, man. He does not leave that cow. He got mad at me the other day. I separated him. So now we're just gonna let him do his thing. He don't want to. He don't really want to eat his food anymore, man. He just wants to stay next to that heifer or that cow or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Sorry we couldn't get too much more scrapping done. But we got, I'm going to go get the consumables for that plasma cutter. We can cut them big stators, them AC compressors. And once that's set up and I get that dialed back in where I feel comfortable, I'm going to start soliciting some local AC guys, see if we can't drum up some local business. And I'm going to talk to the Scrapyard about buying Gaylords again. But before I can buy a Gaylord, I got to be able to offload it. I got to be able to handle that weight. And right now, doing it by hand is just, it's a daunting task. So we need some concrete so we can run the forklift, and then we're going to be good to go. I'll tell you where we're going, right to the scrapyard.
copper dance before?